What's up, guys? Bang, bang. It is lunch money time. Well, Wall Street's trying to get rich, Russ is trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with the beautiful, intelligent Polina Marinova Pompliano, P-I-M-P. She's got some
I got animals. Cheetahs on my shirt today.
Okay. Don't forget that BlockFi is now the sponsor of Lunch Money. You can go to blockfi.com/pomp and open up an account, which means you can earn up to 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. You can buy and sell crypto with no fees, or you can deposit crypto and take out a US dollar loan to get your crypto collateral. And if you have an account, you can get on the list for the Bitcoin Rewards credit card that is coming. It's a credit card that pays you Bitcoin back rather than cash back. Go get a BlockFi account, blockfi.com/pomp. What's up?
What is up is happy 50K day.
I'm not even excited.
What?
Psych! Told y'all.
So,
listen.
Bitcoin surpassed $50,000 for the first time ever as large firms like Tesla, MasterCard, and BNY Mellon have shown support for cryptocurrencies.
In retrospect, it was inevitable. That's all you have to remember. I've been saying it and saying it
so what
and
does this
saying
mean?
it
What does this mean?
For years.
What does it mean?
You have a fixed supply asset. If demand goes up, one thing happens, which is the price in US dollar terms of that asset has to go up. Now, the big question is, for sure, we know it's a fixed supply asset, so will demand go up or not? Well, people are waking up to the fact that this asset is a pretty good store of value. It's better than gold. It's better than real estate. It's better than any analog asset. It is the greatest digital store of value. And therefore, people are saying, I want that. And when they show up to the market and they say, I have $500 million, I want that. Bitcoiners say, I'm not selling you that. And when Bitcoiners say, I'm not selling you that at $10,000, then the people who showed up say, okay, but I want it at 15,000. And then the Bitcoiners say, but I'm not going to sell it to you for 15. And then the new people say, what about 20 or 25 or 30 or 40 or $50,000? And the Bitcoiners keep saying, I'm not going to sell it to you at that. Because 60% of the Bitcoin hasn't moved in the last 12 months, even though there's been hundreds of percent of appreciation and even days where it dropped 50% in a single day. This thing is like a Bronco or a bull. When you get in the seat, wrap your hand around it and don't let go. That's what holders are doing. That's what the market is doing. And I ain't selling my Bitcoin to Wall Street. Y'all do whatever you want, but they ain't getting mine. No way,
guys,
no
how. Last night felt like New Year's Eve. He was screaming.
I wasn't screaming. I played music.
No,
and when we got close to 50K, I did say.
You screamed.
I did yell one time to Polina, joking. I said, man your battle stations. And I started playing music and sat down in this exact seat and manned my battle station and waited. I had memes.
Still don't know what that means.
Memes were locked and loaded, ready to roll.
All right.
Let's go.
Ready?
Yes.
So.
Disk space is almost full.
Retailers, restaurants, and other business owners are opening up around Palm Beach, Florida, eyeing tax and lifestyle perks as more people look to call South Florida home during the pandemic and beyond. Retail rents are rising in the Palm Beach area, a sign that demand for space is picking up and supply is more constrained than in places like New York City. Stop spinning that.
I'm gonna call it right now. Miami's gonna turn into the next New York.
You think?
It's already an international city in the sense of it's kind of the gateway to South and Central America. It's already got an international airport. Tourists come. Like it's got a lot of the same elements. But absolutely, what I mean is from an infrastructure standpoint, is nowhere nearly as developed as New York City is in terms of the high rises and the density per square foot.
Can we go see Palm Beach?
Or per square mile. And so I think that that's drastically going to change in the coming years, just given the influx of people, the influx of capital, and the influx of attention that's going on.
There's outdoor shopping malls popping up,
Yeah, they're going to develop all this stuff. There's too many people moving here, not enough infrastructure, which is similar to Bitcoin.
But we still don't know if the people moving here is a fad or if it's long term.
Well, if you buy a house, you're probably staying.
I mean,
okay, next.
A lot of people aren't buying houses, right?
Just get me to the story I want to talk about.
All right. We've been sitting on this one for a while because I know my friend here has opinions, but it's time to talk about it. Now, Democrats are slamming lying Andrew Cuomo over COVID-19 nursing home cover-up. The man has been covering up data. And yes, if you go back into the archives of Lunch Money, you will see him saying there will be an investigation. Cuomo will be charged as he's whatever. And I was like, okay, let's calm down. I don't think that's going to happen. Somehow it's happening. And so
I told y'all, go get the receipts. Somebody go find the freaking receipts. I told y'all, this dude is a coward. He's an idiot.
Corrupt.
He's corrupt. And now the best part is he allegedly is a criminal. He is literally a criminal. And when I said it back in the day, whatever, last year, I said his decision making is leading to death. And therefore, you should not be immune to punishment the same way that a private citizen. This is the worst attack on American citizens, but on a per death basis of anything that's happened in the US in the last 20 years. This man's decisions, his sole decisions, he went against what the organization said. He went against what the nursing homes wanted to do. The nursing homes literally said, we believe that it is a bad idea to take people with COVID and put them into our nursing home where society's most vulnerable people are. And he said, no, you have to do it. He mandated that they did it. And he did it all as a cowardly virtue signal to say that, oh, it's free healthcare for everybody or equal healthcare for everybody.
What pisses me off the most is this was a whole like political theater. He played with people's lives, and he wrote a book about his leadership during that time and recorded the audio book.
All right, listen, I'm gonna say this one time,
all right.
And y'all gonna put this here. If Andrew Cuomo is not treated like a criminal, if he is found to have done the things that he is allegedly done, which is he made decisions that led to 8 figures. We're talking more than 10,000 people died directly attributable to his decision making. And then while he knew it was going on, he hid the data. Him and his team talked about it and hid the data to prevent people from knowing it was happening. If we do not treat him like a criminal, if he is found guilty of doing this, if we do not treat him like a criminal, we are no different than Iran, North Korea, China, or anywhere else where we allow corruption to just persist out in the open. This is the definition of corruption. You literally did something that got people killed. They died. More than 10,000 people died. And then you hid the data? That is the lowest, scummiest, most coward shit I ever heard. And those are the types of people who end up trying to ascend in politics. And we should do every single thing in our power to not only prevent them from having political aspirations, but they should go to fucking jail. That's what should happen. Because you killed people and you should go to jail if that is what you did. So again, it's allegations at the moment. I've been saying it now for over a year, is that what is happening, or almost a year, whatever it's been, what is happening is poor leadership that because they are arrogant and they're egotistical, they decided they were going to virtue signal. They're going to hold their stupid press conferences every day. And in fact, they actually ended up hurting their citizens more than helping them. And we must hold these people accountable. And if you don't, you're no different than any other corrupt country that allows their leaders to do dumb and not hold them accountable. That's all I got to say.
And during a press conference, Cuomo was asked if he wanted to apologize for hiding the data and making decisions that led to deaths. And he was like, apologize? He was like, I take responsibility for people not understanding that the decisions that I made. Like, what? And so fellow Democratic legislators in New York weren't buying his explanation as to why he refused for months to release a true accounting of nursing home residents who died from the coronavirus. Assemblyman Ron Kim, whose uncle died from COVID, bluntly said that all of it is BS and a cover-up. That is wild. I mean, we've made, like, society and the justice system has made examples of people who have done far less than this. If they truly don't charge them with something, I'd be shocked, frankly.
Just because the criminal wears cologne doesn't mean that they get off.
And suits and ties.
By the way, Everything that I have said here is an allegation and may be proven inaccurate. So do not take my word for accuracy. Instead, we should allow the court of law. Every single person has their day in court, and he will have an opportunity to present his case. But we must have the day in court because this is absurd.
Wait, guys, there's two people I don't like: bullies and hypocrites. He is kind of both of those to me, in my opinion. Okay, ready? Oh, this is a wild story. An invitation from Elon Musk for Russian President Vladimir Putin to join him for a chat on a social networking app called Clubhouse. The Kremlin responded and said, very interesting. Very interesting. Musk tagged the Kremlin's Twitter account tweeting, would you like to join me for a conversation on Clubhouse? And it would be a great honor to speak with you. And the Kremlin spokesman on a conference call to a reporter said, in general, this is, of course, a very interesting proposal, but we need to understand what is meant, what is being proposed. First, we need to check, then we will react.
This episode of Lunch Money is going to be called Corruption Edition. Listen, if Elon Musk gets... if he gets Vladimir Putin
why does he
on
talk
Clubhouse,
what is the point of this?
I mean, who knows what they want to talk about? But that would be all time. Elon Musk is already in the Hall of Fame of internet memes and trolls. If he pulls this off, he is not just in the Hall of Fame. He's an untouchable. He's an immortal in the Internet Hall of Fame.
Keep in mind that Putin has previously described the internet as a CIA project and has styled himself as suspicious of modern technology. If he thinks that the internet is a CIA project that he does not like, I am not sure he will like Clubhouse. But we'll see.
Internet Hall of Fame. That's what this moment would be.
The 2020s are so wild so far.
Oh, 2020s.
2020s are so wild so far. I don't even know what's going on.
We have governors making dumb decisions. We have dictators showing up on Clubhouse.
Global pandemics. Okay, a Tennessee man passed away, and he, in his will, left $5 million to his dog, Lulu, an 8-year-old border collie. Wow. So Martha Burton, Lulu's caretaker now, told the station Lulu's owner, Bill Doris, was a successful businessman who wasn't married and died last year. His will states that the money should be put into a trust for Lulu's care. It allows for Burton to be reimbursed for reasonable monthly expenses in the care of Lulu. What do you think about this millionaire dog?
Multi-millionaire. You better get Lulu's net worth correct. 2, I think Lulu should buy Bitcoin.
Wait.
Kidding.
So the current caretaker said he just really loved the dog. She says she doesn't know if she could ever spend $5 million on Lulu, but she says, well, I'd like to
Can
try.
you imagine being a dog and like having like a normal life, and then all of a sudden one day you're like, damn, there's a lot of bones around here. Damn, I got a lot of toys. Damn, I got a nice ass doghouse.
Good for this.
Damn, some plush ass carpet I'm laying my little head on. Like, can you imagine
what kind of dog life would you live?
With $5 million, I would be the most lavish dog in the world.
Lavish dog.
Lavish. I'd be vibing. Y'all could check me on the gram. I would be out here. Literally, if I was that dog, I'd be like, you better get me right here. You better put that little crown on my head. All right.
You'd be having dog photo shoots.
$5 million? I could have a professional photographer follow me around for 10 years.
All right.
I'd be the most famous dog in the world. Oh, my God.
So
I'd be like, oh, can you please get me some Grey Poupon with my dog food? Thank you very much. I think I need a vegetarian chef.
No, you like meat as a dog.
Oh, I think I need a carnivore chef then. I think that I need to understand no more of the kibbles and bits. Nope. I want steak. If I ain't getting steak, then you're fired. And I got $5 million and you don't.
You'd be the worst millionaire dog.
And the best part is the only way that you can communicate all of that is woo!
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm having a blast.
Okay. Moist update. So I don't know how we're handling Moist because yesterday was a holiday. We didn't publish Lunch Money. And then Friday, I don't think we published Lunch Money.
Did Moist comment every day so far?
Moist has commented.
All right. What is Moist? Is Moist, I need to know, are you a man or a woman or unidentified sex?
He gave you a fun fact.
All right, let me.
Okay.
It's a he, okay.
First of all, Moist says, day 4 of commenting on every episode, Lunch Money until Pop gives me an internship.
I didn't promise an internship. I said a call, but go ahead.
But then he shot his shot. And he said, I know you're a busy man, Paul, but what's the possibility that 96 days we can turn this phone call into a face-to-face conversation?
All right, I just so happen to be based in the Triangle area, and I'm also sure you would agree that a face-to-face first impression has much more value and potential upside compared to a virtual first impression. No sweat for now. I still have 86 days to convince you. Just wanted to go ahead and infect your mind with the possibility. Hashtag Moist Gang.
Hashtag Unleash the Moisture.
Unleash the Moisture.
What do you think about that before we get to the fun fact?
He's a 20-year-old male. I first heard about crypto from a guy that was selling me weed. Legalize it. Yeah, hey, Moist, we might get along.
Okay, so
hashtag Moist Gang, legalize weed. You heard about Bitcoin from your weed dealer.
This sounds like a
Moist,
wild guy.
I need another question. I need another answer here.
What do you think?
I want to know what profession you engage in on a daily basis. Don't tell me where you work. Don't tell me the name of the company.
He's 20 years old. He might still be in school.
Okay, well then your profession or your occupation is student. That's what I need to know. What is your profession? We're gonna do a live
this is like the Bachelor.
90-day job interview right now. That's what we're about to do.
All right. So next fun fact, Moist, is what?
What is your occupation?
What do you occupy yourself in? Alex Dabek asked Lunch Money. Love the show. I watch every day. You said you have multiple people working with you that you've never met in person. What's your advice for building and leading a team to help with your business and take it to the next level? I hire freelancers on places like Upwork, but I usually don't get the results I'm looking for or spend lots of time editing their work.
You know what I do? I do the exact opposite of what everyone tells you to do.
What do you mean?
I hire people full time. I pay them well. I give them upside. And on top of all of that, I make sure that they know that it's their work. So when guys on our team send me memes, I tag them on Twitter. I want them to succeed. And I think that where it all starts is there's a bunch of execution stuff, blocking and tackling. At the end of the day, it just comes down to you really have to want to see the people you work with succeed. I would rather me succeed a little and them succeed quite a bit than have me succeed a lot and them not succeed.
But Alex is asking, okay, but like how do I build a team and take it to the next level? Assume he can't hire like 3 people.
You don't have to hire 3 people. But if you're hiring freelancers, stop hiring the freelancers. Get somebody who is your person. Like stop using these websites. Find a good person.
And just one person and pay them.
Just one person, pay them well, give them some upside, like get them bought in, right? Incentives drive the world. If you align incentives, everyone goes in the same direction.
And the truth is, even if you don't have enough, you're not making enough money right now to pay somebody a full annual salary, you could do a structure where they get more upside than cash, right?
I'll give you a perfect example. There's somebody who works with me on something that most of you don't know about. And I said to them, I'll pay you some cash and then a little bit of upside.
Upside being like
revenue share. A revenue share. And the person responded to me and they said, I don't want any cash, I just want upside.
Because it aligns incentives. If he does a good job, he'll get a ton more money than just an annual salary.
No, you know what I said? Okay, fine, deal. I'll give you more upside than I was originally thinking. Why? Because that's the exact type of person that you want to work with. You want to work with somebody who wants the upside. So I think that's the key here.
Waldo McPherson has a question for you. Is the goal of Bitcoin to ultimately gain the trust of merchants, the commercial world, or everyday people? Or is it to gain the trust of the Fed and regulators? Or is it a combination of both, more so one or the other? He didn't hear my question, so he's reading the question.
Gain the trust of merchants.
The commercial world and everyday people, or is it to gain the trust of the Fed and the regulators?
The only people that matter are the average person. That's it.
Why?
The regulators can't do anything.
If it's adopted by everybody in their country?
It's game over, checkmate. Like game, set, match, checkmate. People know that it has value. People believe in it. And the narrative has taken over. checkmate. It has to be adopted now. And so therefore everyone is going to capitulate.
Thank you, guys. If you have a question for us, put it in the comments below with the hashtag ASKLM.
I would apologize for my rant earlier, but I ain't apologizing for things that I said were going to happen, that I knew were happening, and people laughed at me. And now this clown's out here.
Not apologizing as well.
Yeah, fool. That's what he is. He's silly. He's a fool. All right, see ya.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.